Hello and welcome to the course. In order to start our project, we need to decide who will be our future cartoon characters. For this, I chose two actors very different from each other. These will show us two different scenarios to analyze. First, we have Stanley Hudson, a character from the TV show The Office, and then we have Emma Stone, a more known actress. Why did I choose these characters? Because of the differences they have among them, be it their gender, features, shape. All these will show us the details one has to differentiate before turning a person into an animated version. Be it the normal features someone has, like the basic ones, so to speak, like the skin color, the hair color, the eye color. Those are various details that someone can see and quickly describe a person. But looking at the photos, if you notice, there are extra elements in their faces that make it easier to turn that person into a cartoon. Like Stanley's mustache. A mustache, the beard, if someone had a piercing, a tattoo. Those are elements that make much more recognizable someone in a cartoon. And when you compare it to the real person in real life, it's like, oh, I see that cartoon and I know who that is because it has these and these and these. So the drawing may not be good, but seeing those elements, you can quickly tell in real life. Now, we're going to start with Stanley because it's the easiest character version to analyze. So I'm going to create a new layer, and we're going to decide which elements we can see in Stanley that will serve as a base to start describing and detailing which features we'll exaggerate when creating the cartoon version. And remember, we're talking about cartoon, not caricature, because caricature brings us to think about classic caricature, which is way more exaggerated, almost grotesque, like in a comic way. So let's just think about cartoon, be it animated series or animated film. So to start, we have the colors, okay? The colors of Stanley's skin, eyes, and hair. For now, those are the three colored elements which will be the base of everything, like we'll do with Emma Stone as well. Now let's see the extras. He has his mustache, a very curly hair, if you notice, we're going from less distinctive features to more distinctive features. So now we'll take a look at Stanley's characteristic details. We can see in this photo that the contrast between the eyes and the rest is unbelievable. The white color of his eyes is so striking because he has big and bulging eyes, so his eyes will be a feature to highlight. Then we have the nose, which is also big. If you take a closer look, it's almost bigger than one of his eyes. Take a look here. If we make a circle here and here, it's another prominent detail of Stanley. Then we have the lips. If you notice, his lips are also big. So we have the eyes, the nose, the lips, and he's a person with a bigger build. This is what I meant at the beginning with the shape of a person. If you notice, Stanley has a very rich silhouette with a lot of detail, which is something that we can take advantage of when drawing him. He has a lot of curves in his face silhouette, and not only in this angle, but in all of them, he has these kind of bumps that protrude, and he even has kind of a double chin. Since he's a bigger person, his chin ends and the part of the neck forms another curve in his silhouette. So, with these features, we could have a base of the character to start using shapes in the next lesson and start creating the illustration. So with this, we would have a base on the features we should portray in Stanley's case. Now, in Emma's case, something that strikes you the moment you see her, in my opinion, are her eyes. She has very big eyes for her face's size. So let's start out like Stanley first. We have the skin color, which is light. There's her red hair. Those are characteristic details of her. And besides, she has a very small nose and small lips. Now, as a detail, in the photos she always has color. Talking only about colors, besides her red hair, her light colored skin, and her light colored eyes, her lips are always very red. We can consider that as an element when drawing her. Remember that colors are key in order to distinguish someone as a drawing from a person in real life. So now, as shapes, we have Emma's head, which is like, let's say it's almost a circle. It doesn't have as many bumps as Stanley's face because she's a slimmer person, but the basic shape of the head we'll make is circular. Now she has very big eyes, and her lips are almost at a height that there's a lot of space between her lips and her chin. See here all the space under her lips? And the eyes are almost in the middle of her face. So we have big eyes, small nose, red lips on light colored skin, red haired, and the distance from the lips, which I think it makes her face different from the rest. It's like all the elements are compact between eyes, nose, and mouth. They're always so close in relation to all the space in her face. So with these features and using shapes, as I said earlier, in the next video, we'll start breaking down the character in geometric shapes, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck!